Howdy, listener. I have an announcement to make, which is I have finally managed to successfully publish the Book of Fear in its new cloak, which means cover, but also with new insides or insights, meaning that I have completely overhauled the Book of Fear, simply because I realized that the old version no longer carried my current state of development. So first I wrote the German book, and then I translated it by hand. The last time I used a translator, not just an online translator. This time I just went into the book and translated paragraph per paragraph. I did not translate the German thing entirely, like I didn't mirror it. Long passages were completely rewritten, and then of course you have to reread it again. There's 411 pages now for your eyes to feast on. There's many recipes, ideas. I put a lot in about creativity and what it means for you as a spirit seeking direction. I have given many examples from my own life. I have talked about diet. I have given also specific instructions to how to train yourself, what you should do to become strong again, to fight off what you may call your depression. There's many recipes in there, also for tea, right? Tea against fatigue. All kinds of stuff. It's a collection where I used my unique way to present a topic, but if you want to compare it to my podcast episodes, well, it has structure, what my podcast episodes often lacks. Plus, what you're currently hearing on my podcast is from the past. 2 years. I am 2 years further than the podcast episodes because I pre-scheduled them. So this is the current version of myself. I have become a little bit more, whatever it is I have become. I'm more calm, more resolute, and I had to translate this into the Book of Fear. There were a lot of experiences where I really nearly shat my pants, so I had to rewrite the Book of Fear entirely. The basic structure is the same, but there's just more and more accurate. I will read to you the description. Please be aware that the book is only available, exclusively on tradition.com. If you find it elsewhere with a black cover and a white title, like the font the white font, that's still the old version with something like 200 pages. Now the new version has a cover with a face on it grinning, and it's not black and white, it's colorful, and it has 411 pages. Now the softcover version sells for something like 16 euros, and hardcover for 20.85. Okay, that doesn't change. What happened? Okay, in the description there is only one blunder. I just realized it because my spell checker didn't show me. I wrote Christopher, but it came out Christopher. For now it's okay, because the important parts are all in order. So, to the reader, you are looking at the revised edition as of 2026. Description. One day I woke up with a start and knew I must revise the Book of Fear. I have done so, and the result is twice as heavy as the first edition. I imagined I would be looking for typing errors, but suddenly I realized that after 5 years since the first publication, I had no choice but to give the Book of Fear an upgrade. Fear still surrounds us, but as of today, fear is only a word which needs to be questioned and studied. Fear has lost its terror and is now an old companion that manifests a manic grin onto our face. Well, I say our, while you still have to work for that. And I also have to constantly work for that, which is why the Book of Fear is also a lot about methodology. Okay. Fear has accompanied me for an entire lifetime, and it has helped me to progress on my path through life. I breathe in and I breathe out. Without fear, I would have never come this far. The biggest fear I have is to lead an unfulfilled life, and that is why I have gathered a myriad of experiences. These experiences have helped me to get to know myself better and to fill this book. Only with what? Recipes, ideas, methods, and most certainly with a pinch of madness to spice up any potential dullness. Dive into this book and leave your bubble. I say good luck to all who wish to work with fear to steer their life into a worthwhile and exciting direction. Cheers, Christopher. Yeah. I feel uncomfortable to make an update with the publisher just for an H. So I'm not sure on how to... I probably will wait 2 or 4 weeks before I do this. Yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. You have heard me now. There's a stuff out there from me, but this book is very concise. I mean, it still has my style, but if you've never read a book of mine, a newer book, then you don't know how I write. I find it interesting. It is somewhat how I talk, but for writing, I can use other methods. Writing gives me other opportunities to communicate such as also via graphics. So I have included images. Yeah. If that isn't for you, check out Portals Through Life. It's about, yeah, it's more storytelling. It's short stories on the topic of portals, with an introduction to how you can recognize portals, and then 14 short stories that can help you understand how a portal actually may look like. Which is then a playful way to engage with life, while I still see it as actually real, whatever a portal is. But I think it exists somehow through choices. And now I will let you to yourself. For the next, well, until the end of 2027, weekly episodes are already uploaded and scheduled. So this podcast will continue. Whatever you make out of it, I have worked ahead. And I have already started recording 2028. So at the very least, you know, there is more coming. I have more books on the line. Currently I'm working on something like an animation. It's not an animation, but it's gonna be a video, comic style, something like this. And I will be dealing, yeah, you have to figure it out for yourself what I'm dealing with in this video. I'm aiming for July. I will upload it in July to my YouTube and Odyssey channels. It's probably gonna be, yeah, 15 minutes maximum. Apart from that, I have started working on my next book already, gathering ideas, making some sketches. Yeah, it's gonna be also storytelling. Yeah, an abstraction. So it's not gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be like a novel. So I've been working on developing runes and stuff, throwing around concepts, going deeper into the vision of the book. I will not name it here, because people can steal your title and use it for themselves. Well, that's a preposterous thing to say to someone who you want who you want to purchase your book. No, it's just, you gotta pay attention. If you have an idea for a book title, don't give it to anyone until it's published. I'm just saying, there's enough people out there who would steal your ideas, so keep it close until it's done and then publish it. And that's what I've been doing. Okay, you've heard me. I've said stuff. Make a decision. I believe the book is a bargain. And I also believe this book is a challenge, which can really show you something about yourself which you did not formerly know. I believe I have found ways to scare you through my books, but with a direction, right? I don't just scare people. I actually tell them what to do, and then I scare them, or try to scare them, right? It depends on you, but I mean, I've been hiking barefoot, also through darkness, and on my own. So I mean, there's a couple of things I've learned, and I've tried to put it all into the book, especially the part of also being creative and what you are as a soul. So figure it all out. The Book of Fear is a guide. It is something to help you on your way. And help you to decide what to choose from. And that's basically all I had to say in this, trailer or announcement episode, which is still relatively short to the usual length. Anyway, I'm getting sucked into talking more than I have to. And so, be on your way. 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 Be on your way.